Hey guys, I'm Fathom Flows, and this is my story.
Yo, look at the bigger picture, and if you're holding a gap, then keep it with ya, I'll hit ya. Keeping the picture perfect when we rip ya, oh no. You step into my dojo, rapping shit in slow-mo, so fast I can't be caught in any photo. Yo, bro, I'm known to...
So it was 2007 when I very first started doing music, or recording music. I was 14 years old, and honestly it sounded like garbage. Most people do. Some people are just born with it. It's something I had to really work on. When I would go to my cousin Diego's house, it was me, my cousin Diego, and my cousin Gigi. Those are two cousins on my dad's side that I pretty much grew up with, you know, and I still am. Basically, when we first started doing music all together, I came in with my guitar and I was singing and doing stuff like that, because in 2007 I was completely, and I'm serious, I completely emo, like this. Yeah. I started recording with him, and it was really hard for me to transition from writing acoustic stuff into writing something more hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? So my cousin Diego actually wrote the lyrics for me, since it was really hard for me to understand that transition of you know, where a rhyme would land, or how my cadence should be, or you know, how to hold my breath and take a breath at a certain time so I can get an entire bar out or something like that. And at the time I didn't understand most of that. I kind of just winged it with the acoustic stuff and it kind of worked. But yeah, I started out, my rap name was, I had a couple names. I had Ewok Keith Prototype 1, and then I think that was it. But I made my transition into Fathom down the road because it felt right, you know? The flows came later, I guess. But yeah, we started recording, and we actually started recording with this old headset with the little microphone right here. We would hold it in our hand and, you know, spit our bars, and we also would do all the instruments with that, and it sounded like pure garbage, but it was something, and we were working with what we got, and it's not, you know, it's not ever impossible. If you want to do something, you can do it. I sound like a self-help book. So I started, you know, learning from my cousin Diego and learning what I could from him, and almost every weekend, or as much as I could, I would go down to, or go up to Tracy and go record some music with my cousins. Diego was a lyricist, I was a lyricist, and my cousin Gigi made the beats. We had a couple group names like the Fresh Kids. The very first hip-hop song that we recorded, and it was just hip-hop, was this song called Crank That Bobblehead. It was around the time that Crank That Soldier Boy was really popular, and like I think it was 2007. It was pretty much our inspiration. It kind of was a parody. The lyrics were so bad. I don't even remember how it goes, but I just remember at some point we gave the microphone to our little cousin. He was a baby at the time, like super small, and we're like, hey, you know, do a chorus, like say crank that bobblehead, and that's all we told him to say. And he started to dude, he felt the beat, and it was crank that bobblehead, crank that bobblehead, crank that bobblehead, crank, crank, crank. And that was good enough. That was more than we thought of, you know? Kind of built off of that and wrote some lyrics that made no sense. A lot of stuff that we talked about in the songs we didn't have. So that was the beginning of something that piqued my interest. And throughout all this, everyone at my school didn't know that I rapped or even attempted rapping. To everyone else, I was kind of this emo kid that looked like he had some daddy issues. So I recorded a couple songs, some good, some not. A lot of them I lost due to bad hard drives, or, you know, the computer completely taking a shit. So, I mean, if I can get my hands on some, I'll put them in the video, but I don't think I can. I don't think there's anything I can really find. But as I was going through my beginning stages of learning how to write and be an artist, you know, I felt like I hit a certain peak on how good I am, and you know, which wasn't very good at all yet. I just felt like, oh, this is as good as I get, you know, so I was kind of at a standstill. But then one day I met my new brother-in-law, Scenic Roots.
Colombian necktie. Yo, they took me out the Matrix and plugged me into Kung Fu. I don't know karate, but I'm crazy yelling, fuck you. Get some place that I Bruce Lee the dirty Patton, Gordon Lou the broad. Then it's off to the bar, non-drinkers staying on. The 7-9 tour bus is coming through the fog like a old ghost ship. The whole crew can brawl. We out the